Blast, Mem Knights,
Yep.
Signal Pest, and Evan Allen. Despite some tight draws, he actually managed to pull that game out and pull that match out in three games.
We are in game 3 here versus Joseph Herrera. Now, Natural Order Bant, a deck that just is very, very threatening. Natural Order able to get a Progenitus and put it into play. You sacrifice a green creature, find another one.
And it was a very popular deck back in the day. I mean, players like AJ Satcher would play it at pretty much every event. And then it kind of fell off the radar a bit. And now, Joseph Herrera, he's in game 3 of the top 8. So let's see if he can actually pull it out.
When more news from the floor, Lauren Nolan has defeated Jacob Bow 2-0. That puts Stoneblade above Ant 2-0.
So it looks like we're going to have Stoneblade versus Bug in one of the top 4 matches, and Esper Blade versus possibly No Bant or another Esper Stoneblade deck.
Now we see Natural Order there, a card first seeing real tournament play in the hands of Jamie Wakefield a long time ago with Secret Force. Force of Will is the fight here over this card.
Yes, although we know Joseph has a couple copies of Force of Will of his own, so he will be able to force, so to speak, this Natural Order through. Evan does have another Force of Will, but he doesn't have or actually he used a Force of Will to pitch to another one. He doesn't have 2 blue cards in his hand to go along with a pair of Force of Will. So Natural Order will resolve, and it looks like we are going to see a Progenitus enter play here.
Now if... that is some cool art.
Wow. Very nice cards.
The real problem when you're fighting against... That's a From the Vault Legends Progenitus. The real problem when you're fighting a deck like No Bant, Progenitus, look at that. Protection from everything, 10-10. Essentially what just happened is Joseph Herrera just put down, I'd say, like 3 or 4 slivers into play all at once, if you want to think about it that way. He put down, you know, a 2-turn clock that if Evan does not immediately answer... And how do you answer it?
Well, you know, you have Supreme Verdict. That is one of the few answers you have. Beyond that, though, there's really, you know, he has 1 copy in his main, 1 in his sideboard, which I imagine probably came in. But yeah, beyond that, there's really nothing else. It's one of those monstrous cards that's tough to answer.
Yeah, when you're on a 2-turn clock, there's just not very many options.
Yes.
Jace the Mind Sculptor.
So,
doing its best impression of a speed bump, I think.
And it will be able to dig for that Supreme Verdict that he needs. And let's see if he gets there. He's going to brainstorm for 3. We have a Lingering Soul, Stoneforge Mystic, and a land.
Like a Caracas. So good against so many things, but not against protection from everything.
It's good against another well-known Legacy Fatty in Emrakul, but not so much against Progenitus.
Yeah.
So Evan kind of... takes a sigh a bit. Does he have a sack land even to reshuffle?
He's got a Stoneforge Mystic.
Okay, so he will be able to reshuffle next turn. I imagine Evan probably won't be going after the Jace. Probably just going to be attacking for 11 thanks to the Exalted trigger of Noble Hierarch and just trying to drop Evan to 7.
Does Evan have anything left?
No.
Does Joseph have anything
No,
left?
Joseph is basically all in on this Progenitus, which isn't a bad place to be.
No, not at all.
He basically has to just dodge the 2 Supreme Verdicts from Evan's deck.
And he passes, pretending like he's got something. Nothing wrong with that.
So Evan will basically get a draw here. We know it's not the Supreme Verdict. And it's kind of, yeah, he doesn't have a sack outlet, so he can basically go 1 card deeper. He can cast Stoneforge Mystic to shuffle his deck, but then he won't have enough mana to actually cast the Supreme Verdict. So he has basically 1 draw step right here.
Brainstorm, here we go. Is it there?
Woo, he's a Ponder and a Brainstorm. So
wow, he's got new chances.
He's got new chances. So does he have a 5th land though? Yes, he has the Caracas. So he will be able to he will be able to cast a Brainstorm to give himself or Ponder to give himself another chance.
The Ponder lets him go 3 cards deep to see 1 fresh new card, and if it's not there, a shuffle.
Yes, the most exciting shuffle.
Ponder.
So let's go 1 card deep. Is it there? No, Mystic Gate.
Shuffle.
So Here we go, all in for the top 4 of the match is Supreme Verdict on the top of Evan Allen's deck. A little smirk. People know. Everyone knows what needs to happen here. Everyone knows. So, very important shuffle for Evan here. What is Joseph going to do? Is he just going to cut? Is he going to shuffle it too? It's basically in his fate.
Wrap it.
You got okay. There he goes. What's on top of Evan's deck? It's there. Supreme Verdict. Oh, I can't. What a
Don't
slow roll.
So,
doesn't look like he got there.
Are there any moxes in his deck?
There are no moxes,
Okay.
so that he cannot cast Brainstorm to dig further. So it looks like Evan Allen will just Brainstorm here. Let's see if that Supreme Verdict was a couple of cards deeper. Brainstorm resolves. Looks like it wasn't there either. So Evan Allen loses to Joseph Herrera, no ban, defeats Esper Stoneblade 2-1, and he moves on to the top 4.
This is our only contested victory. Everyone else rolled their opponent 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. But here went to game 3. One of the really cool things about No Bant, what I was kind of alluding to before about the sliver comment, No Bant does not play out like a aggro control deck.